Hello Poke Fight Club, DarkenedEmbargo here, back again with another Pokemon Online battle, and today is UU, and let's just hop on into it. I lead out with Darmanitan, he leads out with Deoxys Defense. I am just going to go straight for the U-turn, and I get a first turn crit. Doesn't matter at all though, because I know that I can bring in my Azelf, and after he opts to set up the Stealth Rocks, I can just Nasty Plot, as he actually decided that he wanted to recover and get up to a decent amount of HP here. But as I say, I do Nasty Plot, get up to +2, and I know that a +2 Signal Beam from Azelf will one-hit KO Deoxys Defense. I'm not sure if it's specially bulky, but I think this one's physically bulky, so it will definitely one-hit KO it. And it goes down, so Deoxys is down, third turn. That's great, because Deoxys is a really stally Pokemon. And I'm just here with my Azelf +2. Anyway, here I decided, you know what, let's just go for a Fire Blast, because I don't want him subbing up. Perhaps he'll overpredict, but no, he just goes straight for a Sucker Punch. And I lose my Azelf, and he has a +1 Honchkrow, so I'm not in the best of situations here. But I do have a physically defensive Porygon 2. Trace's Moxie, that's not going to help me since I am special set. But I am just going to start going for the Charge Beams. I didn't want to predict a switch or anything, so I just did go straight for it as he brings in a Nidoqueen. I suppose I could have gone for the Ice Beam, that would have got good damage on the Honchkrow and on the Nidoqueen. But I switch out into my specially bulky Hitmontop, who doesn't appreciate taking an Earth Power. In fact, he does appreciate it, sorry. It's another hit that he takes later, which I don't believe he appreciates from a Nidoqueen. I'm not sure though, as he sets up a layer of Toxic Spikes. And this Hitmontop, my only attacking move is Mach Punch, so staying in here was quite bad, especially since I saw the Toxic Spikes, and usually if I come up against a Nidoqueen with Toxic Spikes, it has the Dragon Tail. So I was making some bad plays here, just staying in and bulking up. Because now he's also got 2 layers of Toxic Spikes up as well, and I could have just easily switched into something to hit the Nidoqueen for good damage freely as he set up another layer of Toxic Spikes. But no, I go up to +3 and he Dragon Tails me. So I am sent out into my Porygon 2, who gets the Sheer Force actually, which really helps me, as Ice Beam is now going to do a lot to the Nidoqueen, as I do go for it after he Earth Powers me, which I take really well. And Nidoqueen is not liking the Ice Beam at all. It does a lot of damage actually. And in fact it's a 2-hit KO, but I believe he switches here instead of just leaving Nidoqueen in, and he goes into his Hariyama, which is going to take decent damage from the Ice Beam, not too much, as I believe he has a Toxic Orb. Yes, he does, which activates, so I think they get Guts, I'm not sure. But he goes for the Bullet Punch, which was stupid because he probably would have outspared him. Bullet Punch does like nothing, and Tri-Attack does a massive amount of damage actually. As he has a Hariyama now with like a really low amount of HP, but unfortunately my Porygon 2 goes down, but I can bring in Hitmontop, who can Revenge Kill with the Mach Punch. So Hariyama is down, goodbye. So it's currently I believe it's actually a 4-4, although the scores show 5-4. I have lost Porygon 2 and my Azelf. So he brings in Honchkrow, don't want him setting up a substitute, so I'm just going to get as much damage as I can on him, as he does go for that substitute, but I know that I can break it with another Mach Punch, as I believe he just goes for a Sucker Punch, maybe? In fact, I break his sub, and what does he go for? He goes for the Roost, and now I know what happens. Now I remember, sorry, my mind just went blank just for a minute for some reason. But anyway, I'm just going to keep Mach Punching unless... Yeah, next turn, I just changed what I do, sorry. I Mach Punch as he roosts again, and he's just going to keep roosting now and Toxic Stalling me. So it's either this turn or next turn, I can't quite remember, but one of these turns I am actually going to go for the rest as he Sucker Punches me, which is this turn, so I rest up, get up to full HP. But that means that he can just go for a Brave Bird. You see, why he didn't Brave Bird earlier, I'm not quite sure. But I'm fine with him Brave Birding, because that means I get a lot of recovery from... a lot of damage from Recoil. And sorry, my throat's quite sore. I've just been literally raging completely at FIFA 12. But anyway, now I can bring in Weavile. I'm not sure I can take a Sucker Punch, but I'm hoping I can and just KO with the Ice Punch. But he obviously doesn't want to risk that, and he switches into Darmanitan as I just go for an Ice Punch. Now, Weavile, I don't want anything else to take a Flare Blitz, so I decide to just leave Weavile in and go for the Night Slash, which shows me that he isn't Scarfed. So if I'd predicted him to switch and gone for a Night Slash, then I could have KO'd the Darmanitan. But he goes down to the Recoil anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And whether he was Banded or not, or Life Orb, I don't know, but usually they're Scarfed. Anyways, to double down, as I bring in my Darmanitan, and he just goes into his Nidoqueen, no, Honchkrow, and I'm just going to go for a Rock Slide. Not sure what he went for there, but the super effective Rock Slide just KOs the Honchkrow, as he brings in his Chandelure, which I'm guessing is Scarfed. Whether he thought I was Banded or something, I don't know, because Darmanitan just outspeeds it and KOs with a Rock Slide. So now his last Pokemon is the Nidoqueen, but since I am choiced, I can't hit him very hard with the Dragon Tail, and he can potentially KO like the majority of my Pokemon, as I go into Bronzong, which was kind of risky because I'm actually Heat Proof and not Levitate, but he Dragon Tails me out into Darmanitan, which is perfect for me, can I just say, because that means I can freely just Flare Blitz the Nidoqueen and get the 3-0 in my favour. I was going to do a live commentary, but I decided I'd just do this today. And hope you guys all enjoyed. Comment, like, subscribe, check out my own channel, and I will see you guys next time.